Mr. Govenden, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Jerusha.
Now we know that around the country, matriculants are applying to their tertiary institutions of choice, and in fact, some of those institutions have already sent out their first batch of responses or provisional acceptances to students. It's certainly a daunting time in the life of a matriculant who is hoping to go to a tertiary institution. Can you introduce us to what the process is at the moment?
Jerusha, I think, absolutely, I think it's very daunting and very, in fact, anxiety-provoking for matriculants that are hoping to get into tertiary. I think in the first instance, students need to understand, what do they want to study. And that relates to very clearly what are the strengths. And hopefully, the students have ascertained the strengths. And within that context, to find out what are the kind of careers that would play to the strengths of the individual. And that is done via getting information from experts in the field. I think Google plays a big role in terms of research. But talking to experts is also good, whether it's from, if you're strong on the accounting side, on the math side, and say you want to do BCom, then there's a whole lot of accounting companies that you could contact. And also there are professional associations there as well that one could talk to about the various fields. I think importantly to first of all find out what your strengths are, and then to speak to experts in the field, and then from there to take it further as to the programs that the universities are offering and all of that. So I think that I think is the key, maybe starting point, Jerusha, as I see it.
We've spoken quite a lot about students, pupils who are standing on the cusp of their tertiary education, but I think that there's a very important element here that we have to address, and that's parents. I think back to my parents when we were awaiting my university acceptance letters and even my matric results. They were nervous, they were excited, they played a huge role in my education, and certainly around the country we have parents, gogos, aunts, uncles who are all trying their best to support the matriculants and university students in their life. From a professional perspective, what would be your advice to those support systems as they try and really help South Africa's new generation of matriculants and graduates?
I think that the people that you've spoken about, that the support system or support layer, that's critical in the life of a learner that's firstly writing exams, but also once they've applied for university and they're waiting with bated breath about their applications. So the people, the parents and family, etc., they need to support the kids. I think first of all, empathy. You've got to understand where the kids are coming from. And as much as I talk about empathy, I think it's important also not to put too much pressure on kids. I think if you put too much pressure, I think it's counterproductive. So the right balance is important. And parents and family and friends also should point out if they have particular networks. If someone is a professional, if someone is a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, and any of the other professionals, hopefully to use networks to give learners access to people that would give them valuable information and clues about the career track they want to get into. So I think those are the kinds of important things I would think.
Rama Govenden, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you very much, and all the best.